My name is Maria Silver. I am a clothing designer of Black by Maria Silver. Fashion does matter in my day-to-day just because, I don't want to walk out the door naked. So, but also whatever I happen to put on that day is definitely going to kind of dictate my mood. So, if you see me in something that looks angry, then I would be wary. My sense of personal style is, I think it's kind of relaxed. I definitely like wearing one thing for the whole day and just kind of switching my shoes out. So I'll have sneakers on, and then if I want to go out and party, I make sure the clothes that I design can go from whatever you're doing during the day, from work to, a cocktail, and then if you want to dance for the rest of the night, all you have to do is switch shoes. It's kind of like from living in New York. It's just kind of like I just had an extra pair of shoes. Kind of like Working Girl, where you had sneakers and slouch socks, and then you put heels on and you can go to work and then go out for a cocktail. But it's generally it's pretty casual with a definite eclectic Dominican vibe. I think if David Bowie hasn't influenced you in a way, then I don't know who you are. I think there's really no, even if you don't take literal references from him, from what he wore, I think everyone appreciates the fact that he did what he wanted to do, and his complete intense aura, how calculated it was and how beautiful it was, and the fact that it was him and him alone, and this really unique kind of star amongst the darkness. There's an ease to it, but I think people are starting to kind of, there's a lot of designers now doing some really like urban streetwear, and just people doing some really like structured things, and it's just when you go out now you see a variety, which before was this really like cool casual southern thing, and now there's a little bit of a eclectic urban vibe kind of sneaking in underneath it, but overall it's definitely like easy. I'm not sure. I don't think my house was built in 1897, and it is not accessible, and there's stairs everywhere, and it's not even 2 stories. So it's like, and there's still stairs to go everywhere. So I mean, I'm gonna say probably not, just based on like where I live and stuff like that. But I think most new businesses have to be legally, as they should be. But I think there's just some of these older buildings that aren't. So I don't have a whole lot of trouble, but I'm short, so I do have to do a lot of hemming with stuff. So that's probably my biggest problem. I'm hemming, and then I can't ever really buy dresses off the rack because I'm smaller up top. Then it never fits both sides. It's like Dominican bottom, small top. It doesn't quite work. But otherwise, I make a lot of my own clothes, so I don't really have that kind of problem. Locally, there's so many designers right now. I feel like everyone is expanding. It's a slow expand to get a full size range in, and it's like every time as a designer you go up a size, it costs you that much more money, and when you're a small designer and you don't have an investor and you don't have this like capital, so it's like, for me personally, like every collection I go up a little bit more, which is what I'm really, really trying to do, and I want to get there. If someone wants to give me like $100,000, I'll do it all the way through. But until then, it's going to be this slow build. I just think a lot of designers are working towards that goal. I don't think anybody wants to exclude anybody. I think it's just literally making it happen as you're growing your business. I do think inclusive fashion has a place in Nashville's future. I think it has a place in everyone's future. I think it's something that should be more accessible and people should be more aware of. I didn't even know it was a thing until you told me. Until you told me before, I didn't know that inclusive and adaptive were kind of like the same like terms. Like even just like learning that terminology is a wealth of information and like pretty awesome. I definitely would love to see it grow more. I have to see your Kickstarter. It's exciting. Sorry, I'm talking to somebody else. I'm like, hey!
Dang, girl.
I think this project is pretty special because it's going to just kind of open doors and open eyes in many, many different directions. I think I've never heard of anything else of its kind, so it's pretty revolutionary what Alicia's doing. So I'm excited to be a part of something so grand, and I feel like the Nashville fashion scene in general is, you know, Fashion Week and everything, and it's just like, it's everything so starting. The fact that we're already here in such a short amount of time, you know, I think is great. Where, you know, other people have been doing fashion weeks for years and years and years, and no one's ever still done something like that. So I'm excited to see the next one after this and like where it grows, and, you know, maybe it goes to other cities like Las